Imagine waking up one morning, and as you shuffle out of bed, you hear a familiar voice calling your name. It's your pet, but this time, it's not just a bark, meow, or chirp, it's your dog, cat, or bird actually talking to you. For 1 hour a day, every single day, your pets can speak. No more guessing what your dog wants when it paws at the door or trying to figure out why your cat keeps staring at that empty corner. For 60 minutes a day, your pets would be able to communicate their thoughts, desires, and even opinions about your life. It sounds like a dream come true for pet lovers, right? But before you get too excited, let's explore how this would actually play out. What would it mean for our daily lives, our relationships with our pets, and even our society as a whole? First, let's talk about the immediate impact of this new ability. If your pet could talk to you for just 1 hour a day, it would completely change how you interact with them. Instead of trying to decode a bark or a meow, you'd have a direct line to their thoughts. Imagine your dog finally telling you exactly why it loves that squeaky toy so much or how your cat feels about your new sofa. For the first time ever, you'd truly understand what's going on inside their minds. Of course, your pets wouldn't just stick to the basics. They might start giving you unsolicited advice. You really should stop leaving your shoes by the door. I tripped over them again. Or, I don't mind the vet so much, but can we skip the baths, please? It could be hilarious, and in some cases, maybe even a little embarrassing. You'd suddenly have a front row seat to your pet's perspective on life, including all their quirks, preferences, and maybe even some surprise opinions about your lifestyle. However, as fun as it sounds, this newfound communication could lead to some serious complications. First of all, we'd have to deal with the sudden reality that animals might start commenting on things we never expected. "Why do you always leave me alone for so long?" your dog might ask, followed by, "Do you not love me anymore?" Or your cat could express its frustration, "This food you give me is tasteless. Do you even care?" It could lead to some guilt trips, honestly. Suddenly, your pets would become vocal critics, not only of your daily habits but also of your choices. For people who've always thought their pets were happy and content, this might bring some uncomfortable revelations. Do your pets feel neglected? Are they as satisfied with their food and care as you thought? We'd be forced to confront any areas where we might not be giving them the attention or care they need. It would be a wake-up call for many, as we hear firsthand how our pets feel about their lives with us. The time limit of 1 hour a day would also create some interesting dynamics. You'd only get an hour to chat with your pets, so would you make it count? Would you schedule this time into your day, or would it just become an expected part of your routine? The first few days might be filled with excitement and curiosity. You'd ask them everything you've always wanted to know. Do you like going to the park? What do you think of the new neighbor? But after a while, you might find yourself getting used to it. The novelty could wear off, and suddenly, it might not seem so special anymore. You might even begin to wish that you had more time to talk to them, especially when they start offering unsolicited commentary on your life. You really need to clean up your room. It's starting to smell, your dog could point out. Or, I'm not a fan of your music. I'd appreciate it if you played something a little more relaxing, your cat might complain. Having them talk to you all the time could turn into a bit of a responsibility. Now, let's consider the social aspect of this. If pets could talk for an hour a day, we'd likely have a much deeper emotional connection with them. The ability to understand your pet's needs and feelings could strengthen the bond between humans and animals. Imagine the deep conversations you could have with your dog about their favorite walks or your cat about their love of sunbathing. However, this could also change how we view animals as a whole. If our pets started sharing their thoughts on a regular basis, we might begin to view them more as equal participants in our families, with opinions and emotions just as valid as our own. This shift could lead to more humane treatment of animals in general, as we would see them not as objects to care for but as beings with their own desires, feelings, and voices. On a broader scale, the societal impact of this communication would be significant. Laws and regulations regarding pet care might change, as people would have a clearer understanding of what their pets need. Animal shelters might have to implement new strategies, as they would now have to listen to the pets in their care and address their concerns directly. The pet industry, including pet food, toys, and even services like grooming and training, could be revolutionized. Pet products might shift toward more personalized solutions, designed to meet the specific preferences and needs of individual animals. Businesses could even start advertising products based on what pets say they prefer, like, "My dog told me she loves this food more than any other." Pet therapists and animal behaviorists could be in high demand, as more people would seek to improve their pets' lives based on their verbal feedback. However, there could be a downside. The constant talking could cause some pets to become overwhelmed or frustrated. Imagine a cat who just wants peace and quiet being constantly bombarded with questions or demands for attention. It could lead to stress for both the pet and the owner, as some pets might not want to engage in conversation at all. The once peaceful moments when you could relax with your pet in silence could be replaced by endless chatter. Not every pet would enjoy having their voice heard, and that could lead to tension. Plus, some pets might start using their newfound ability to communicate to their advantage. Your dog might beg you for treats every hour, or your cat might start demanding that you clean its litter box 5 times a day instead of once. You'd quickly learn that having a talkative pet isn't always as fun as it sounds. In the end, if pets could talk to us for 1 hour a day, it would be an amazing, yet challenging experience. While it would strengthen the bond between humans and animals and allow us to understand our pets like never before, it could also bring unexpected complications and demands. But at the very least, you'd know exactly what your pet thinks of your cooking, your friends, and your choice of TV shows. So, what do you think? Would you love to hear your pet's thoughts every day, or would it be too much? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more wild, what-if scenarios here at What If Factory. Until next time, remember, your pets have a lot to say, so maybe it's time to listen.